Hey Play4free universe, what's going on? My name's ProfessorSnipe, and I'm bringing you guys another episode of a gun review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the AEK-971, one of my personal favorite assault rifles in the game. But today is more of a special video, and the reason is because I'm playing a bit of Rush today. I'm not playing assault like I normally do, so this video might be a bit longer. But the main thing that makes this video more special is the fact that I'm going to be doing 11 shoutouts. Normally I do 3, 2, or sometimes 4, but today I'm going to be doing 11. So that's a lot of shoutouts, so let's start out. First shoutout goes to OG Spray and the whole OG clan. A second shoutout is a late birthday shoutout to Ace Kid. A legendary shoutout going to This Is the Random Kid. Another birthday shoutout going to Coolboy6, also known as X Neon Lights X. An ultimate shoutout going to Lucas Ledebur, coming from your friend. A big shoutout to Doshwan. And a wicked shoutout to OXO Defaced. I have another shoutout going to You Mad Bro. A mega shoutout to Superstates, which also started out his YouTube channel and started posting Play4free footage. And last but not least, Man Bear Pigify, as you know, also posts Battlefield Play4free commentaries and gameplays. So that's pretty much all the shoutouts I'm doing today. I don't know why I just decided to do 11, but who cares? Anyways, let's talk about the AEK. It's one of my favorite assault rifles of all time. It's very powerful, cheap, strong, and easy to use. And when I say easy to use, I mean anybody can pick up this gun and start using it. It's a very good gun. This gun is not exclusive to Battlefield Play4free. It's made appearances in many older games like Battlefield, Bad Company, and even newer games like Battlefield 3. And it's even rumored to be in Battlefield 4 as for what we've seen in the Fishing in Baku trailer. The AEK is a Soviet assault rifle that was developed at the Kovrov mechanical plant in the 80s. And this gun looks, it has that Soviet Russian look to it. It looks like an AK-47 or an AN-94. It's easily distinguishable. When you look at this gun, you won't have to think, where does this come from? It's a Soviet weapon. You can easily distinguish it from 1,000 weapons. Now for Battlefield Play4free, this weapon is for the assault class and unlocked at level 3. And after being unlocked, this gun can be rented for 1 day at 300 credits or 69 funds, or bought permanently for 45,000 credits or 1,249 funds. And if you are willing to do so, which I don't think you would do, you can even buy the gun at the unlocked price of 2,499 funds. So honestly, this gun, it's really worth purchasing it. But I mean, you unlock this thing at level 3, so there's no point of really unlocking it. So you might as well just level up to 3. It'll take you like 10 minutes of your game. So this fully automatic assault rifle has 20 bullets per magazine and 3 magazines total, giving you 60 bullets. Since you're an assault character, you obviously benefit from the ammo pack, so that wouldn't be too much of an issue. But the only problem, of course, is the 20 rounds. So when you finish your ammo count, like I said, which is unsurprisingly low, you will be caught at a reload time of 4.3 seconds, which is average, not too short, not too long, so it's not that bad. It's an average reload time. The rate of fire seems to be around 600 rounds per minute, of course, which is not surprising for an assault rifle because they all seem to be 600 and have that, average. And also the projectile velocity is at 550 meters per second. Many of these stats already seem very, average, standard. It's because this gun is a standard and average weapon, okay? But it has very nice damage in which you'll be dealing 28 to 30 at close range, 22 to 26 at medium range, and 19 to 23 at long range. Adding something like Viper mags, Stingray mags, high power CQC mags, things like that can make this gun have even more damage and hit a minimum of 22. So one aspect that can be a turn off is the recoil of this weapon. People seem to say that it's pretty heavy, and I understand the point of view of people that do not use attachments because the gun can kick like a mule. But with some practice and some time, this gun will feel very smooth and fluid. Certain attachments can benefit you more to help manage recoil, which I'll talk about in a different video. To talk a little bit about recoil management, this gameplay you're watching right now is a very good one, and to tell you the truth, this was my first game of the day. I had just woken up and recorded this. This proves that this gun, and any other with some practice, if you tamper with some attachments and stuff, find your sweet spot, this means that you can always play really well with any single weapon, and that just shows how much you need to practice with a weapon. It doesn't, every time you purchase a gun, don't expect it to be a beast the second you buy it. You must find the sweet spot first and play with it, tamper with some settings or tamper with some attachments and find what's right for you. Shifting over to scenarios, maps to use, and gunfights to attempt, you want to keep in mind of accuracy. So I'll admit that it's a bit harder to hit targets at longer ranges because of the kick of the recoil. So it can have a somewhat bothering horizontal recoil push on a hard vertical kick, which can highly disorient your aim. So with that being said, close to medium range is the best way to use this gun. Avoid engagements that will make you aim too much, like head glitchers or people behind cover, so don't waste your time with these guys. A good method to use with this gun is to combine it with smoke grenades. So if you're stuck in a sticky situation, just toss up a smoke to your enemy, or use it to cover a long range area, or just run the outskirts of the side of the map and find a closer way to your enemy. You can use this method on every single map because many of them have certain places that offer great CQC fights. You can also adopt many playstyles with this gun. Since it has average stats, you can modify them to your liking to see if you want to be a more reserved player, a run-and gunner, a PTFOer, or a lone wolf, or many things like that, or even combine a lot of them. Once purchased permanently, you have the choice to equip additional paint jobs or camos that change up the colors of the gun. You have the regular paint job, which is currently equipped in this gameplay. It consists of a standard black and grey camouflage. The Veteran's paint job is a very nice one with dark brown color scratches on the weapon and what seems to be some sort of bandage on the magazine. And lastly, the Elite's paint job is a mix of a lighter brown with black and grey. Before finishing off, I want to talk a little bit about the iron sights and attachments. In my opinion, the AEK has one of the best iron sights in this whole game. It's one of my personal favorites. It's very open and gives you a precise view of where you are aiming. You can tell by this gameplay that an additional sight is not really needed when you have such beauty. But there are some people that use attachments, and in my opinion, my favorite attachments for the AK, if I had to put a sight, would be the red dot. I don't know why the holographic just doesn't do it for me on this weapon, but like I said, many people really like the holographic, and that comes to preference. It really doesn't come to solid facts because it's whatever you feel most comfortable with, it's what you should use. And yeah. For attachments, I would recommend casket mags or anything that increases your magazine size. Predator barrel is a good one to aid you in case you get stuck in a long range situation. And for stocks, I would recommend a choice between tactical, stabilized, and nemesis. Personally, I love all three stocks on the AEK. I'll make a video afterwards going more into depth about those certain stocks, but the best choice for you is the one that you feel most comfortable with. So for this video, I was using the Predator barrel, Viper mags, and the nemesis stock. So these are the attachments I was using on this gameplay, and like I said, I'm using the Nemesis stock, and I combined that with the Viper Max because I didn't want to lose some damage too much. Even though it's not too much of damage loss, you know, I always wanted that damage to stay neutral. So one thing about this is that the Nemesis stock, you know, it's from me, I like the Nemesis stock, alright? So I played with the stabilized, I played with the tactical, I love them all, but I don't know, the Nemesis stock does it for me, but the stabilized it plays really well. It, you know, completely takes off that horizontal recoil, and you just have to use, you know, control that vertical kick. So, you know, it comes to preference. At the end of the day, it always comes to preference what you want and what you know, what are you good at controlling and what are you not good at controlling. It ends up being like that. So that pretty much wraps up all I have to say on the AEK. For Battlefield Play4free, do not be deceived by the unlock level for this gun. It's a beast, a very good weapon, a true classic, and it can easily top up anything in its path if properly used. I would rate this gun in 9.5 out of 10, a very high rating for a very beast weapon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the support. My name is ProfessorSnipe, and have a nice day.